Hello and welcome to Official Xbox 360 Magazine's OXM Report. And this week we're talking to EA about the latest in their series of impressive pugilism sims, Fight Night Champion. Right, so I'm here with Mike, who's a producer on Fight Night Champion. So, name distinction, champion as opposed to the round system, what's the difference?
Well, the difference between Fight Night Champion and Fight Night Round 4, besides the name, is kind of the impetus behind Fight Night Champion itself, which is a mode we'd like to call Champion Mode. It's basically a boxing movie in Fight Night, and you get to play as Andre Bishop and through a kind of single-player narrative.
So is this going to be like the Rocky of video games?
It's going to be the Rocky of video games, not the Rocky 5 of video games, though. More like Rocky 3 or 4 video games.
Excellent. Are we going to be fighting against any like Cold War super boxers?
Well, you'll be fighting against some pretty cool dudes, some pretty mean dudes. It's actually a good question because every fight within the mode itself is kind of like a mini boss battle, and because it's a crafted narrative, we can kind of control who is you fight, how you fight, what the objective of each fight is. There won't be any Cold War Drago opponents, but there will be some pretty mean dudes to fight for sure.
So how long is that going to last? I mean, like how many hours of cutscenes have you got?
I mean, in the game itself, there's I think there's fights in and out of the ring. In the ring, there's 20 plus fights. The length of the experience will really vary based on how good you are. Someone like myself might cruise through it. Might cruise through it in 4+ hours, but it's like 48-hour experience depending on how good you are.
So in terms of the physics, what have you done to upgrade the core fighting?
Well, I mean, at its core, Fight Night 4 was a physics engine in a fighting game, and because it still is, it allows us to really improve a lot of the visuals. We have some really cool deformation through the body, especially when you look at our new Create Player body types, which we have kind of like a morbidly obese fighter, and who really ripples when you hit him in the body. It's amazing. The punch animations that we have now combined with the physics engine add for a completely unique set of animations for almost every boxer in the game, which is, again, very, very cool. And that adds to the depth of the gameplay experience.
Were you ever tempted to put, obviously you've got David Hay in the game, were you ever tempted to put Valuev in there? I mean, I've heard he's not a great boxer, but he is massive.
Valuev, I think, might break our system. We'd have to, do a whole new kind of textures for body hair, head size. I don't know, he might bust the system. But yeah, I mean, if we could, we'd love to have him in the game someday if we can sign him, but it would definitely be a challenge to make him.
Obviously, David Hay's a bit of a personality. What was he like to work with?
Oh, he was fantastic. I had the opportunity to meet David Hay in Las Vegas maybe a year or two ago when Manny Pacquiao fought Miguel Cotto. Great guy. He was fantastic. He came in, did mocap. He did all his taunts. He danced around the ring. We had a hard time kind of actually getting him out of the mocap suit because he was having so much fun. But he was a great guy to work with, and it shows in the game with his animations.
Are there any other sort of big signature fighters other than David Hay that you've got in the game?
Yeah, well, I mean, aside from David Hay, and we've got the Klitschko brothers in the game, so that's kind of a good place to make that fight happen, although it probably won't ever happen in real life. The Klitschkos can fight each other. Butterbean's in there as well. We've got Manny Pacquiao, of course, is in there, as well as a bunch of other welterweight, middleweight fighters that he's fought in the past. Sugar Shane Mosley, Miguel Cotto, Oscar De La Hoya, Evander Holyfield. There's a wealth of current, past, and past champions. And we expect to offer more fighters via DLC, downloadable content at a future date.
So aside from Champion Mode, what else have you got for the sort of single player?
Well, we kind of went all out on the Champion Mode, but we actually managed to add a bunch of really new and cool features to the kind of Simulation Legacy Mode feature of the game. And for those users who are familiar with like the BIA Pros from FIFA, NHL, whatever EA Sports products that have that feature, we have a very RPG-esque BIA Pro character growth model in our single-player career mode that allows you to train, earn money, go different locations to learn different skills, and really use the skill tree to make a very unique fighter based on your character's archetype.
In terms of multiplayer, what have you guys got this year?
We've got all our online features from Fight Night 4 are back. We've got head-to-head ranked, unranked lobbies, online Worlds Championships, which we've actually made even a bigger and better feature, and our brand new feature this year, which is online gyms. And online gyms, again, for those consumers out there who are used to or familiar with EA Sports products, is somewhat similar to clubs that you'll see in other products. Our gyms allow users to group together in a gym. They can fight amongst themselves in lightweight, middleweight, and heavyweight. They can spar and train each other. They can fight in seasons and leagues amongst themselves, and they can group together and challenge other gyms to rivalry matches. So it's kind of like a boxing clan where you can kind of challenge other gyms for bragging rights, trophies, that type of thing.
And you get to choose which of the various locations you have as your home gym?
Yeah, you can completely customize your gym. I think one of the coolest points to that on that note is that you can customize the gameplay experience of your gym. So if you and a bunch of like-minded individuals who are on our forums, or you meet up online and you all like fighting a certain way, you can all join the same gym, change all the gameplay sliders to the way you like it, and have a gameplay experience that's completely customizable to your liking.
Excellent. Thank you very much for talking to us.
No problem. My pleasure.